We bought these cars for around £300.
And the challenge is we have got to do them up, sell them, and see who can earn the most profit. So Jordan, with his £300 budget, bought this, a 3-litre V6 Jaguar S-Type.
There she is.
Wow!
I think I've got to fix the roof lining. First time!
I think you've already won.
Do you think?
I'm a little bit worried.
I don't know, you could pull something out the bag.
Oh, wow!
Quite creaky.
And then for my car, I managed to pick up this Volvo V50 for just £275.
Oh, he's bought a recovery truck.
What a rig!
What a honey!
It's on a trailer.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Doesn't have an MOT.
Oh no! I think I've won.
So with both cars secured, I think it's about time we get started.
In today's video, we're working on the Jag, and we're going to start off with this saggy roof lining. So let's get it into the unit and crack on.
So the headliner, arguably one of the biggest jobs we've got to do on the Jag. So to get started, we need to remove it.
Look how many screws. You got 1, 2, and then you move that out of the way. There's three screws holding in a sun visor.
Neither me or Jordan have ever worked on a Jag, so we just attacked it bit by bit and started disconnecting plugs, unscrewing everything that's on the headliner, and eventually we got somewhere.
This cable here is stuck on to the whole roof lining, and it goes down this pillar. And I don't know
one
where
cable
it goes.
holding it on?
Yeah, I just don't know where it goes to after that. It's like it goes under this, I think.
Just cut it.
Yeah.
So with the boot trims removed, we thought whilst they're out, we might as well give them a hoover and then dye them black. This will really freshen up the boot and make it look like new. But with them done, we're going to leave them outside to dry. Right, so we decided to just rip the wiring loom off the headliner, but it just means that when we put it back in, we've got to glue it back on. But that is so much easier than trying to find wiring that's just
everywhere.
The headliner is out, however, wow, there's literally nothing attaching this.
No.
I don't really know what the best thing to do about this. So it turns out that fixing the headliner might be harder than we first thought. That is awful.
That is bad.
Oh my god. It's like being in school, innit? And doing the fucking
parachute.
At this point, I really wasn't confident that this is gonna, for one, look good, and for two, even be possible. The old material was dirty, stretched, and also now stained with this horrible orange foam stuff. But we didn't give up, we at least wanted to have a go at it and see how it looked. So we cleaned up the material as best as possible and the actual headliner itself. I also used a hot glue gun to try and fix some of the tears and cracks. So with it cleaned up as much as we could get it, it was time to apply the spray adhesive and try and stick it back on. And obviously this being a budget project and trying to save as much money as possible, Jordan was really hoping that we could reuse this material.
Wow, that went well.
Yeah. As you can see, the old headliner is in the bin because we did attempt to stick it back onto that, but because obviously it's been stretched in the past, it's got the old glue on it, it's also dirty, it just was never going to work out. No. So we've scrapped it, haven't we?
We have.
And we've decided to order some new material, some black material as well.
Black material. Which
could be interesting, but because it's black and cream leather, it could work all right.
Yeah, it should go, I mean, the dash is black, the seats
both.
Around, yeah, are both, they're cream and black.
Carpet's black.
Carpets are black. I mean, it should
work.
It should
And the thing is as well, we did try to get cream, but we couldn't find anything online. So we're going to get black, and hopefully it will look all right. Right, so the car is up in the air, and we're going to crack on with a few little jobs. Now, we do have our little apprentice here, Grace. So she has come along to help us out. So me and Jordan are going to crack on with the oil change, and then Grace is going to attack the calipers and also spray the hubs as well. And we have a few other little bits and bobs. But without further ado, let's get cracking.
Time lapse. Cool music.
That is going in it, 100%. Yeah. So it's now all hands on deck, all helping Jordan get his car done. And I know technically this is a competition, but let's be honest, I'm probably going to need his help with my car anyway, so I thought I'd give him a hand.
So we always knew there was an oil leak on the Jag, but we looked underneath the car. Bearing in mind it's been parked here for, what, overnight.
That's it.
That is it, yeah. It's literally been here overnight.
And George's gone to lift the bonnet, and what's happened?
Yeah, I've come to start the service, and I was like, I think I know why the oil leak's so bad, because there's no cap.
That is awful.
That is
Mate, it has got oil everywhere.
Where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, but where's the cap?
I don't know. It's going to be in here somewhere.
Hopefully the engine's actually got some oil left in it. So after a little while of trying to find that oil cap, we gave up and Jordan's ordered a new one, so that should be here in the next few days. But for now, let's carry on and try and get this service done. And with the sump plug removed and all the oil draining, we can now remove the oil filter, which is quite a messy job. And then we can go ahead and prime the new filter, reinsert it back in the same place, do the oil sump plug back up, and then fill it up with oil. Really simple process. So just like that, the oil change is now done. Fresh oil filter, everything is lovely. The only problem is we obviously can't test the measurement of the oil because we can't turn the engine on because there's no oil cap. So a new one has been ordered, so that's all good. But for now, we've got Grace carrying on with the calipers and the hubs and doing a good job of all that, so that's good. But we're gonna start with the headlights. Yeah, we've got a kit which should hopefully transform these and make them look good in seconds. So we'll see what that's like. If it does a bad job, then obviously we'll polish it. But let's try that and give it a go. And hopefully get them something like the new ones over there. And if you ask me, I think Grace has done a really good job at the brakes. I think they look really good. And I know that spraying the brake discs will trigger a few people in the comments. But as soon as you drive down the road, put your foot on the brake pedal, the brake pads will cut a nice fine line and it will look really clean. So now let's look at the headlight restoration kit. And for £9, I'm not really expecting much. That's definitely better though. If you look at the two. And you know what, for under £10, it doesn't really do too bad of a job. Or so we thought. After leaving this overnight, we came back in the morning and realised, yeah, it's not really done that great of a job, and it's something that we're going to come back to a little bit later on. Right, so it's another day, and guess what's arrived?
Fabric.
Some fabric. Hopefully, it's going to look alright. Let's unbox it and see what it's like.
Black and not navy blue.
Yeah, that's perfect. Lovely. So here goes nothing, our second attempt at doing the headliner, and now we only have one chance to get this right because we only ordered enough material to do it once. And I don't think Jordan will be best pleased if he has to buy some more. So to give us the best chance of getting the best finish, we stuck the spray adhesive on both the material and the original headliner. And this is to make sure that every single part is covered, because we do not want this sagging again. And we're just making sure that we're gliding our hands over the whole surface to make sure everything's stuck down properly, and then we're going to flip it over upside down and trim it. The headliner is just drying up here, ready to go in. But first, before we do that,
we're going to change the mirror because the anti-dazzle's gone and there's a crack in it.
the mirror is now all done, as you can see here, but we have done something a little bit different. So what came off was this glass here with the surround. However, if we come around here, this one doesn't have the surround on it, which suggests that, well, it's obviously probably been hit before and this one's been replaced. And we're kind of glad that that's like that, because trying to fit the new mirror in the old surround probably wouldn't have been that easy, and we did sort of break it when it came off. So I'm kind of glad that it worked out how it did. But we've had a delivery.
We have a new oil cap.
Finally. So obviously at the minute the car has been up in the air because we've not been able to start it to then measure the oil, and also we need to try and find out the exhaust leak, which obviously we need to do when the car's jacked up in the air. So it's been a big limiting factor not having that, but now that's on, we can check the oil level, and we can also find out where the exhaust leak is and then work out what the plan is for that. Get your microphone. Get your microphone. Right, hold that.
No oil cap on the engine, so we had the car started, oil coming out of the top of the engine everywhere. So it's all over the engine, all over the components. So I'm here, I'm spraying it all with brake cleaner, and I come down here, shine the torch in there, and I found the oil can.
That is a joke.
You cannot be serious.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know what's mad? Like, you'd think that's scripted. That is not scripted.
Genuine.
Legit.
Genuine. That is in the most obvious place.
Why did we not look in the...
I blame the person who painted the brakes. She could have seen
Yeah,
that.
you could have seen that in there.
Yeah.
What if you can clean that up and return it?
I probably could.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get some money back on that.
It's still new, isn't it? It's been used once.
I cannot believe that. What are the chances?
I know it's a few quid, but it's a budget challenge. We want to try and earn as much profit as possible.
Should we double check that the oil cap that we just put on is still on?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's the same one. Yep.
Oh, no.
If any of you need an oil cap for a Jaguar S-Type, you can have it for 15 quid. I can't believe it.
No, I can't. You said that as soon as we would order a new one,
yeah,
it would show up.
Yeah, and we've literally fitted that tonight.
That's funny.
I can't believe it.
Jordan literally ran over and was like, grab a camera, grab a camera.
Found it. Bad? No.
Is it on a straight bit of pipe?
No, it's on a join.
Oh. So the exhaust was leaking here, right where the two pipes connect, underneath the clamp. And it was almost as if the exhaust wasn't fully pushed on correctly. So we loosened the clamps and tried to push it back in, but we weren't really getting much movement or access. So we decided to just remove the exhaust completely.
So we've undone this clamp.
Yep.
Tried to undo that one, but she snapped.
Oh, nice. But it'll come off there, won't it?
Yeah, it'll come off in one way or another.
One way or t'other.
Yeah, so we're going to pull back boxes off, drop the exhaust, because there's an exhaust blow.
Right, it's over.
Down,
Yeah.
Yeah, near the middle.
You guys would have seen it before, but yeah, it's over there somewhere.
Got an angle grinder.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love when people say that. Have you got an angle grinder? Oh, yes, I do. This gets off everything.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So this clamp here that you can see completely snapped, so we're just going to cut it off and we'll replace it after. Boom, just like that. The exhaust is on the floor. With a bit of persuasion, but she is on the floor.
Slit there, that's what's blowing. And see this over here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've bodged that right up.
Proper cowboys.
Yeah.
Don't know where people find them.
And of course, it's YouTube tradition that whenever you remove an exhaust, you've got to hear it straight piped. Oh! So it's fair to say that this thing sounds absolutely nuts, and if Jordan wasn't trying to fix it up to sell it, he would have kept it like that. And a big shout out to this guy here, Morley. He brought his welder out and saved the day by welding a few little spot welds on the end of the exhaust near the joins, which should just be enough to stop it from blowing. Right, so the exhaust is now done. That has all been welded and all patched up lovely. Now what we're doing is we're just quickly going on with some Scotch padding and basically clean up all the ends so it all slides on lovely. We're also going to use a little bit of exhaust paste as well. It's not really a bodge, it's just going to help seal it. So yeah, we'll get it on and hopefully it will sort the blow. And unfortunately, after all that effort, it was still blowing a little bit. So I decided to head down to the unit a bit earlier the next day before Jordan got there to see if I can try and get it sorted. And a few hours in the morning, me and Morley managed to get it sorted. Right, so the exhaust is now on. I didn't film putting it back on because it's just obviously the same process as before. Now, when we put it on for the first time, it didn't go on. We've taken it off a good 2 or 3 times since taking it off the original time, and basically, long story short, it just kept blowing, and we had to put more welds in certain places, and also we've had to like sand file where the two tubes connect because there was just little bits of metal just catching it and not allow us to fully join the exhaust. But now it is done, and hear this. There is no blow. Finally. Jordan isn't here, he's currently at work and he'll be here a little bit later on. I have told him, for a bit of a laugh, that we couldn't do the exhaust and we've got to tackle it later on tonight. So, little surprise number one for him is it's done and it's ready to go, so we can carry on with other jobs like the headliner. And surprise number two, I've teamed up once again with PlateWorksUK, who supply all my plates for the channel, and they've sent out a set of plates, nice fresh clean plates for this car. So that's another little surprise for him. And if you do want to go ahead and check out PlateWorksUK, then make sure you check out all the designs. They do all sorts of stuff like the shadow plates, the 3D embossed ones. Like there's so many, even the Lambo plates as well. They do so many different types, so make sure you use code BU10 for 10% off. But Jordan isn't going to be here for another hour or so, so I thought, what can we do whilst we wait for him to turn up? So I'm going to try and tackle the headlights again and see if we can polish them. Never done this before, so it's probably going to go wrong, but let's try it. So first up, we're going to mask up around the headlight using masking tape. This is just to protect the car's paint when we are wet sanding. And after spraying some water on the headlight and also the sandpaper itself, I can go ahead and start sanding. This is the first time that I've ever done this, and to be honest with you, I could have done with some finer grit sandpaper. Ideally you want to go up to like 2,500 grit, but the finest sandpaper I had was 1,500. But I just had to use what I had lying about. But once sanded, I can dry and wipe it off and then start polishing. And for my first attempt, I'm really happy. They look really good. Right, so Jordan is about half an hour away, I think, and I want to try and see if I can also get the coding done on this stereo, because I think when you disconnect the battery or something? I don't know, usually. It almost like forgets who it is. But it should, yeah, there we go, so it comes up with code. Now, I'm assuming, will it be in here? No, that's very generic. It will be a code to this car, wouldn't it? Yeah. Service portfolio. Audio system, it's got to be that, surely. I swear on my life, this is not set up. You're joking. It's not going to be that easy, surely. 4163. Welcome. Ah! I love when things... Yes! Yes!
Yes.
Yes! I actually didn't think it was...
Easy as that.
That is mental, isn't it? Like, normally nothing goes that well, but Jordan's going to be very happy. So now, it's just a case of waiting for him, and then we have 3 surprises for him? I don't know, yeah. Something like that.
He's going to be chuffed.
He's going to be buzzing. So we're tracking him, and he's currently about 5 minutes away.
Yo, yo.
Oh, mate.
Nice haircut.
Cheers, mate. Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's not normal. What have you done to it? You fixed it, the noise coming out the back.
I know, yeah, it's fixed.
How did you do that?
Oh, we did it.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, you legend.
She does not blow anymore.
Oh.
So basically, long story short, we had this exhaust off about 6 times.
Really?
Spent most of the morning doing it. Like, but it's done.
Jeez.
Fully done. That's right, man. Also, there's 3 more surprises.
We've been busy.
The first one, open the bonnet. No, the boot, sorry.
Oh, the boot floors.
Ooh.
What's that?
Delivery.
Bang him.
Fresh set of plates from PlateWorksUK.
PlateWorksUK, legend.
The boys. Right, you've got 2 more surprises to try and find. Will he find them? Everyone knows what's going on at home.
Headlight. Looking like new.
Yeah.
That's mint.
Look how good they came out.
They do look proper.
Like, yes, the newer ones are slightly better, but
by eye.
I say you ain't gonna notice. You're not gonna like look at them, are you? Yeah. So they're all done.
What's the other?
What is the job list we had? Plates, that's sorted.
Plates is done. Headlight done, exhaust done, brakes done, the wheels are on.
That's not a job. There's a thing you wanted to do.
The radio!
Oh!
Sorry.
The radio's coded.
Form ahead of his Wimbledon title.
Nice!
That's
That's so good.
Bosh.
You legend.
So now the only thing we need to do is put the headliner in and get it outside for a clean.
So good. What a legend.
I can't do this.
I was literally coming here. Like,
I know, we were laughing because we were like, he's going to come here thinking he's got a whole night ahead.
yeah. It looks so good.
They're really, like,
Yeah, they
you
do.
really notice, like if you saw the car, you're not going to go, oh, the headlights are newer on that side.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So here's the thing we've all been waiting for, getting the new headliner back in the car. And to give us the best chance of getting this in without creasing it, we've removed the front passenger seat. But just like that, we managed to get it in pretty easily really. But we are very thankful that we took photos of where the wiring went, because when it was back in the car, it was a bit confusing. But thanks to those photos, we managed to reroute the wires correctly, glue them down, and then they were as good as new. Now we're just going ahead and reattaching everything to the headliner and basically doing everything in reverse. And if you're still watching the video up to this point, please do make sure you leave a like, leave a comment about your best part of the video, and also subscribe because there's plenty more content to come. And as a team, we smashed out this job throughout the evening, and even one of my best mates, Jay, who is also the cameraman of this video, asked if he can jump in and help out too. What a legend. Other than that, that's pretty good.
That does look smart.
We were a bit worried about having a black headliner, because obviously it was cream and it might look a bit weird with the pillars, but I think because it's cream and black, even the carpet is black, it sort of matches. And also it's Alcantara, so it's now a race car.
I reckon we've added £1,000 on the value.
Yeah, I actually think it looks quite good.
Genuinely.
It's really good.
It looks
You wouldn't expect it.
No, I don't think you look at it and go, some bodgy boys have done that.
Yeah. Until you look on YouTube.
yeah. This Jag is really starting to come along now, and the fact that just a couple weeks ago it was abandoned in the garage and looking pretty sorry for itself. But since the front passenger seat was out, we thought it would be a good time to give it a good hoover, and we also just quickly whipped out the driver's seat too to get that side done as well. Now the interior is complete, we can now put all the boot trims and carpet back together, and now these are all dyed, they look brand new. Right, cut to tomorrow, we get it outside and give it a deep clean. So now it is full send cleaning time. We need to make this thing look brand new, all in the hopes to try and get as much money as possible for this car. Jordan and Grace are working on the interior, whilst I clean underneath the engine bay and clean all the door jambs. And now that is a big transformation. Look at how clean this thing is. We cleaned the exterior in the last video, but we're just going to go over quickly with some snow foam and rinse it off just to get rid of any dust. then it's on with our new PlateWorksUK plates. Subtle touches, but it makes all the difference. And you can see there how good the headlights are looking now. This is the plate check stance. That's pretty good for an eye light. And then look, the best thing about this, it's stuck there. So, are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Sure? Watch.
Yeah. What about this?
And just like that, the car is done. Well, there's one more thing. And that is a much needed wheel refurb. And that is why I've headed down to Revolution Wheel Refurbishment to get these things fully stripped and powder coated. These are gonna look insane.
Right, Brett's off taking my wheels for a refurb, so I think this is the perfect time to write down everything that the Jag has cost. So the roof lining, £35, 90p. Spray adhesive, 15, 24. Paint for the brakes and the hubs, £15. Service kit, 47, 43. Mirror glass, £9.29p. Headlight restoration kit, £8.99. The exhaust below, the labour for that, £30. Wheel refurb, that will cost me £240. And to finish the wheels off, new centre caps, which cost £10.28. Now, the plates, they were gifted to us. Brett's had the same, so we're not going to write that down. The oil cap, that also has cost nothing because we found the original one, so we've sent the new old one back. So, overall, this cost is £412.13, but with buying the car and the fuel, that has taken us to 72213. That's not bad for a Jag. I still think we've made quite a nice little bit of profit out of that, but whether we'll beat Brett or not, we'll soon see.
Right, it's a few days later and we're back.
Yeah, bloody answer.
Yeah, nice one, man.
This is Jordan, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
There's Jay over there.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Cameraman Jay.
Yeah, we weren't sure because we bought the new hubcaps to see what they look like, and I didn't want to put them in just in case it's not the right wheels. They look well good.
Yeah, they look alright, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
So a massive shout out to Graham at Revolution Wheel Refurbishment. I'm excited to work long term with these guys on the channel, and any future wheel refurbs will be done here. So if you do want to go ahead and check them out, I'll leave all the information down below. They are based in Callington, which is the Devon and Cornwall area.
Imagine if I drop them now. Sorry, Jordan. Freshly refurbed wheels.
Beautiful.
So with the wheels loaded, it was time to get them back and get them on the car. Just a few weeks ago, me and Jordan turned up at this garage to see an abandoned, very unloved and run down Jag. We set ourselves the task of doing it up and bringing it back to its former glory. And well, here's the result.
And just like that, the wheels are on. A big shout out to Revolution Wheel Refurbishment for getting them done. They look really good, especially with the new hubcaps and the new wheel bolts. But that is the car all now done. Jordan, you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. If I'd seen this advertised, I think I would buy it.
Yeah.
If I was
Yeah.
70.
And I think it's worth more than what we think it's worth.
Yeah, we estimated like sort of 1,500–1,600, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's
I
more of a
think
£2,000 car, surely, any
it's
day.
gotta be.
But please comment down below what you think it's worth. And obviously in the final episode, when we go to sell them, we'll let you know how much we've sold them for. But yeah, genuinely, this thing looks like a completely different car. Like, everything we've done looks really mint. I'm really happy with the headliner, the polishing the headlights, the new wheel, the new plates from PlateWorksUK. Big shout out to them. The brakes look really clean. It's tarted up really nice, and like the boot as well, the boot liner being all sprayed.
Yeah,
looks really good.
Yeah, it does look smart.
But yeah, no, let us know down below what you think of it. This has been so exciting. I'm glad we did the Jag first, because a lot of people in the comments in the last video said do the Jag and the Jag's the best and all this. It's a load of rubbish,
If
but
none
yeah.
of them people buy it, they'll be really disappointed.
Yeah, I know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much as well for the comments and the feedback on the first video. But remember, this is this car done. We now need to work on the Volvo. So, without further ado, we'll catch you guys very soon in the next episode.